Carrie, will you ask people to tap the screen over on TikTok? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. I'm making it Thursday already. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah in Texas. This is our safe place to chat all the latest reality TV and, of course, Jeff Lewis. OMG. I mean, the way I cannot believe that my coffee reading from Pola 2 seems to be coming true. I don't know what to make of it, but I am just so excited. So, as y'all know, I shared on my Instagram on Saturday when I was at BravoCon. I met with Pola 2. Hold on, I'm trying to get my comments to come up. I met with Pole and Patrick and Snow White 90210, and he did my Armenian coffee reading. So he was very adamant that something huge, something big, you got to take that call. You're going to put the phone down and be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is all happening. He also said something about me traveling somewhere. He's like, where are you traveling? And I'm like, I'm not traveling anywhere. Well, then this week I'm reminded, or I almost forgot, that December 6th is the season 2 premiere party for Hollywood House Lift in LA. And I'm just praying I get another invitation this year. But also yesterday, Jeff announced that they're going to have another Jeff Lewis live show. They haven't had one since I was at the last one in Burbank, November 2021. Maybe I am traveling soon. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. But on top of that, y'all, caller Holly, thank you so much. I met you before the Cabaret show in Las Vegas. Shout out, Holly. She calls into the after show and tells Jeff Lewis that she met me, had a drink with me, and then Jeff says, oh, she's lovely. I really like her. Y'all, the way my heart was beating out of my chest, y'all know I do this out of, the love of Jeff Lewis and a fan account and lovely. I love to chat with y'all about Jeff Lewis and reality TV, but I was just dying that he said that. Thank you so much, Holly, for, I don't know, what's it called when you give someone an opportunity to even say anything about me? I was just dying. So anyways, it was so fun to meet you. Also, called into the Radio Andy Cohen Live this morning, and it turned into an almost 7-minute conversation, y'all. So I just wanted to ask, now that I heard all the rumblings about, Jenny Poulos, I didn't hear anything about an upcoming show announcement or any other reason I could figure out why she was one of the, I would say moderators, but she wasn't really a moderator, more of a interviewer, I guess, at that little live Bravo TV stage. But anywho, Andy didn't really, he said she definitely doesn't have a reality TV show coming up, but she and her husband at the time, Chris, were actors and, all this stuff. So, but then I took the opportunity because Jeff, I swore he said, tell me in comments, I'm right? He has made it seem lately that it could be a thing that the Jeff Lewis after show was moving over to channel 102. I mean, and I'm just being hopeful. Am I dreaming this? Did I have a fever dream? I don't even know. But so I took the opportunity to tell Andy Cohen that I would love for this to happen. He did not seem to be taking it well, right? It's like he didn't want to talk about it. He didn't say. He was basically like, what's the problem with going over to channel 789? I'm like, because the app always gives me problems and gives other people problems. So maybe it's because he was having this big meeting, he said afterwards, with Sirius and Tim Johnson, that he didn't want to deal with it. But I don't know. I just thought it seemed like it was going to happen maybe. And I just wanted to put a bug in his ear to let him know that as a fan, I would love for the Jeff Lewis after show to be on channel 102 Radio Andy, because it's just so much easier, right? It would be great to just listen to Jeff Lewis live, and then right after the after show just comes on. That would be so much easier. We wouldn't have to deal with the app, all the things. But anyways, I tried for the love of fandom, right? Girl, your questions had me dead, Miss Tokyo Trouble says on TikTok. Anyways, I tried. But at the beginning of Andy Cohen Live today, they were talking about the sexiest man alive. And I want to know if y'all believe, or if y'all agree, that it's Patrick Dempsey. I mean, when I saw it, I kind of had the same reaction that Andy said he had. He was like, is this current? Is this an old thing? He was like, I mean, is he the sexiest man alive in 2023? Like, I almost think they're trying to play into the whole Golden Bachelor thing, and like, but it's like, is he still in the moment Patrick Dempsey, or was like that kind of old whatever? Like, if anything, I feel like who's in the moment right now, and Andy Cohen has watched this, and he's the one that got me to watch the documentary. Um, Beckham, David Beckham, when he's in his 50s. So, I'm not saying that anyone has to be, 23 and be the sexiest man alive. But Patrick Dempsey, like, I don't know. Tell me in comments. Am I missing something? Does he have something huge going on? Like, why do you feel like Patrick Dempsey was chosen as the sexiest man alive? Like, it's usually someone super current. And I was kind of missing. Justin Martindale, shout out. Oh my gosh. Let me know if you want to pop on. I know you'll get, crazy whenever people pop on, but I'm going to try to start moving the camera, my little webcam. That way people can, let's see if he wants to pop on for just a sec, because he will be on Jeff Lewis Live tomorrow. But I am going to try to start moving my webcam and just facing it towards Instagram whenever people surprise me and come on. So we'll see. What else? He did say, oh no, that was something else I was talking about. Getting all mixed up. Hey Justin, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm going to move my webcam and try to record you. Oh, they're going to see my daughter's clothes. Shout out, because they always get mad anyways whenever people come on Instagram, and I'm like, no, I want people to come on. Look at me getting all red. I get all verklempt. I know. I think you were going to come, and then I missed you. Yeah. Anyway. Thoughts. I saw your Instagram stories, and I know you have thoughts. Right. I thought it was a mistake, just like Andy Cohen said. Like, wait, do I need to refresh my Twitter, my Instagram feed? Yeah. 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 I'm going to buy the magazine for your sexiest man of the year. Oh, okay. Tell me your sexiest chump of the year. Love it. Yes. Needs to bake you a pastry, and then you were in. Oh, do you have IBS too? What the hell's the deal with every chump having IBS? That's so LA of you. I thought you were a Texan, Justin. I know. I sent you a picture of the brand of tamales that I have. It. Oh, I can ship. I can ship. Oh my God. Love that. Love that. We'll have the best time tomorrow. Who are you on with? Remind us. Oh my God. I love you. I knew that. I saw him at BravoCon. I knew that y'all were on together again. Real. FOMO is real. It's so hard. Good, good, good. Well, have the best time, and hit me up if you need some tamales mailed to you for sure. They were. And there's 0 calories. Because when you buy tamales from a fundraiser, there's no calories. Thanks for popping on, Justin. Bye. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I hope that helped that I moved the camera over, because I know I get people bitching and moaning. But I'm sorry, if someone's going to surprise me, let me get my camera straight again. If someone's going to surprise me on Instagram, I am going to invite them on for sure, because I adore him so much. And like I said, he is a fellow Texan. Okay, so I think I covered everything on that. Let's get into today's show. Today was Sai De Silva, is that her last name? From the new RHONY and Doug Buden. So I have to admit, y'all know that Erin is my girl. I love Erin Leachy. I got to meet her at BravoCon. So the first time I met her in person, and Abe Leachy, her husband. But Sai needs to grow on me a little bit more. So at the Bravo Palooza that I had at BravoCon, it was all the RHONY girls. And I have to admit, Erin was super chatty, super nice. Uba, truly, and I think y'all have seen this on social media from other people, Uba makes people feel like you're her girlfriend. Bryn was chatting with people for like 5 minutes at a time. Like, it was amazing. She really made you feel like a girlfriend for sure. Sai is definitely your professional, like, influencer. She took a camera at one point. She changed all the settings on it, like making it all better. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to leave this setting like this forever. She did seem a little more casual and relaxed at Jeff Lewis's pre-BravoCon party. But when I saw her all over BravoCon and in that Bravo Palooza, you know, she knows how to pose. She's making sure the camera, she's got the lighting and everything. So it just seemed a little more, she was, and I get it, it's her job, and she's way into making sure she looks okay. She's camera ready at all times and making sure the pictures are okay, right? But the other girls just seem to be like, oh, just take your pictures, lighting, no lighting, what have you. But anyways, she is growing on me. I think if she's on Jeff Lewis again, maybe she'll be a little bit even more relaxed and kind of let us in a little bit more. I feel like Jeff was trying to ask her some questions. I did like that they dove into the whole bad edit of it all, right? I do feel like she probably didn't mention the food thing so much, and they kind of made it about the food. Like, why do you have to make someone a villain because they're freaking hungry? Like, food is so good. We should be so happy that the freaking housewives are eating and talking about it. I feel like for years, these housewives have acted like when they put them at a dinner table, you know, they look at this salad like, oh my God, like, how many calories is this? I can't believe you want me to eat. Like, ew. I sort of love Salt Lake City. I also feel like eats. Those are probably the only two franchises that I feel like these ladies eat. And I mean, if we're going to have all these body image issues and eating disorders and stuff, we need these ladies to talk about eating, right? But I sort of love that she mentioned that she lifts weights just like I do at Body Pump. And she needs to eat often and have a lot of calories. So she did tell us the details about, you know, they'll have you working at lunch and breakfast and whatever. And I can't have all this food with me. And how many power bars can she keep in her purse, right? Oh, that's true. Atlanta eats too. You're right. Arisam on Instagram. What else? Jeff kind of opens up and he's talking about how he can't stand liars. Talks about how Jessel kind of embellished her childhood, trying to kind of relate, I guess, to Sai and Bryn about their rough childhoods. There is nothing rough about Jessel's childhood. I mean, even her acting like, oh, I had to live with my uncle in New York City. I mean, I don't have a family member that has a freaking apartment in New York City. So, you know, for her to act like, oh, I was so poor. I mean, give me a break. I mean, so I kind of thought that was true too. Oh, the bracelets that they were talking about. So some chump mailed Jeff and all the chumps some of these bracelets. I got some of these at BravoCon too. Shout out to my girlfriend Molly with my so-called Bravo life. She made me one for Jeff Lewis Obsessed. This one says thick as thieves. I love that. That's how I feel with our chumpettes community for sure. Need to put these up here. Add them to my collection. Oh, sorry. Okay. Anyway, so I sort of love that. But can you imagine? I would have just died, honestly. So this bracelet exchange thing, kind of like, you know, Taylor Swift was sort of a thing at BravoCon. People were making bracelets, exchanging bracelets and stuff. So I would have just died to see Jeff wearing some of these bracelets. It was kind of funny. Closet Clubhouse. I love that for sure. I'm trying to miss I'm seeing all your comments, but I'm missing some of them for sure. Yes, Jersey had great food till they got rid of Caroline and Kathy, who always cooked. Exactly. I love, and I think Caroline and Kathy are still close. I just don't think, they're clearly not on the show. I did call into Radio Andy this morning. I just talked about it for sure. By the way, if you're just joining, the replay of this always goes up immediately on all the social media. TikTok is only live. They don't allow replays. Facebook group, Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and then my podcast, Jeff Lewis Obsessed. So everything goes up as a replay. But we go live every day at 12 Pacific, 3 Eastern. And I promise you, it's way more fun to join live because I love us getting to know each other in comments. Y'all have conversations back and forth. It's so fun. And I love being able to read y'all's comments also. Michelle says, but what are y'all talking about? Does Jeff feel guilty when he lies? I don't know what y'all are talking about in comments over there. Teddy V says, Andy was so rude to you. I didn't take it as rude. I felt like, honestly, when I asked the question, because Jeff has said a couple of times recently, almost to me, implying as if it was going to be moved to the channel 102. That's how I took it. Like I said, maybe it was wishful thinking. I was hearing things differently, right? So when I mentioned it, it was more of a just to mention and let him know I'm very happy about the Jeff Lewis after show. I would love for it to move to Radio Andy. So when he didn't sound that cool about it, and he was like, well, why? Do you have a problem? Why can't you just listen to it on the digital app? And I was like, well, because the app sucks. But also, a lot of people, I think, find it challenging to stop what they're doing, switch over, find 789, hope the app works, all this stuff. If you just got to just listen to it on channel 102 afterwards, it would be so much easier, right? Anyways, he wasn't having it though, so maybe it's not going to happen. I don't really know. We'll just have to wait and see for sure. What else? So Sai she must do pretty good. Haven't we heard that her husband is a stay-at-home dad? So whatever she is doing as this fashion influencer, makeup influencer, it must be going well because she owns a 6-story townhouse in Brooklyn on one income. So I assume it's going well. Did she ever say what she was doing out in LA? I guess maybe she travels to LA a lot and we don't even know it. You know what I mean? Yes. Teddy Mom 3 says, I thought I was the only one. It's hard to get to the after show. And for me, y'all, one of the reasons I didn't listen to Jeff Lewis a lot is because I didn't even understand the app. I did not understand that I had to get the app. And then if I'm sitting at home, if I'm in TJ Maxx, if I'm inside Costco, running errands, picking up my kids, I can listen to it if I miss the live or the replay on channel 102. So even me, who is not that techie, but I've taught myself a lot in the last year and a half, I did not realize. So I missed a couple of years of once I switched over from Howard Stern, because I really only listened to Howard Stern for a couple of years on my Sirius XM. Didn't even understand what Radio Andy was. Didn't understand that Jeff Lewis had a show on there. You know what I mean? So I feel like all these doors open once I finally figured out the app. But I think there's a lot of people, because even the chumps have talked about, like Shane and Doug, they've talked about all the DMs that we get, and I get them too, y'all. I have literally made videos for people. I made a reel one time showing people how to get Sirius XM on their smart TV because I was so excited I finally figured it out, and I didn't want other people just staring at their phone or iPad. Like, if you can lay in bed and watch the Jeff Lewis video on your TV or watch, whatever you want, I just wanted to let other people know that. So I feel like a lot of us would just rather it be on channel 102. Yes, a lot of you are saying that for sure, that you want it to be on 102. Yes, a lot of y'all want to talk about the people that he's lost. So Jeff has a lot of changes going on. And I did, part of my call was also to see if Andy thought that Jenny Poulos and Jeff could become friends again, or at least squash their beef, right? Andy feels very strongly that it is so deep that he doesn't feel like a quick conversation is going to make it squash. So I don't know if there's any hope there, but I always hold out hope. I think Jeff is the king of like burning bridges, rebuilding bridges. So I just think he's got so much going on. And he said yesterday that he has so much going on. He's trying to work on himself, but also the changes he let us know about today is even more, right? So Cian, who does his social media since, I don't know, last summer, last fall, I'm not really sure. He's leaving and going to another position. So I'm assuming the videos we get will be noticeable, right? So every day around 12 o'clock California time, the video goes up from the day before from his podcast. This is the same thing that Annie, shout out Annie, is doing for me with A Sharp Perspective. Annie makes a reel of my reality water cooler every day to promote on all the social media, because when you see a small clip of a video of a show, podcast, you might go and watch it or listen to it or follow that content. So Cian, when he started making these videos for Jeff, I mean, they're amazing. They're so good. They're entertaining. So even though I listen and watch, I love watching his videos because he pops in stuff. He makes fun of people. He'll like zoom in on people's, facial expressions. So it's super entertaining. So I don't know. Oh my God, I love that. You chumps are hilarious. Vivish one Comcast net on Instagram. Maybe he got the job that was advertised in the bathroom. Oh my God, y'all are hilarious. $185,000. Can you imagine? I mean, I would hope he got that job. I mean, that's a shit ton of money. Who else is leaving? Travis, the bookkeeper. He's been with Jeff a long time. Was he on the tail end of flipping out? I feel like he was, or maybe it's just we've heard him talked about. Maybe he was on Hollywood House Lift a little bit. I know I met him. He's super cute. He's definitely a twink. Met him at the premiere party of Hollywood House Lift season 1, but he's moving on. But Jeff, also when you're famous like that, and even MJ talked about this on the after show with Jamie Kennedy, that she doesn't have her assistant anymore. She's moved on to a really good position, but she said it's really hard to find someone that you trust and vibe with, because you are really hanging out with that person a lot, but you also probably see and hear a lot of personal information that they've got to really trust you with. So even though Travis is his bookkeeper, and he's kind of more working at home or working at Jeff's house and not hanging out with him personally, there have definitely been some times where I know that I think they have gone to dinner and stuff. So I think he's definitely been included in some things for sure. One thing I heard on the after show though, besides Jeff saying that, he loves me. No. He said, I'm lovely and he likes me. I like her a lot. And I was just dying. I was like, oh my God. Okay. So Sai, Jeff let us know, apparently wasn't invited to his pre-BravoCon party. I definitely saw her there, but he said that somebody called and asked if they could bring Sai. And he was like, yeah, absolutely. So I thought that was interesting because I know there was a limit. Like it was so packed at one point, but they had rented out the entire space of Skyfall. It was beautiful. They also had the outdoor balcony space rented out, so we could go out there. It was great for pictures. The backdrop of Las Vegas was just beautiful. Of course, Patrick and Paul had their beautiful Instagram, their phone light that made all the lighting so good. But I was shocked. So I know that was limited, and Jeff squeezed me in, thankfully, but it was limited on how many they could invite. But I was kind of surprised if he already had Sai booked for Jeff Lewis Live this week, why he wouldn't make sure she was invited to his pre-BravoCon party. Like, I don't know, kind of shady. I would be like, what the hell? Like, of course she should be coming, right? Tampy, don't even put that out in the universe. We're not going to lose Megan or Doug or Shane or Jameson. Oh my God, or Alyssa. No. Let's put all good things out in the universe about all the close chumps for sure. I don't like drama. Like, I like other people's drama, but I don't really want drama on the inner circles of the chumps and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I like drama with like the veterinarian or somebody at, Taco Bell, like somebody pissing off Jeff at a dog groomer place. I don't want inner chump drama for sure. Oh my God. Sharon on TikTok says 185,000 in Las Vegas won't get you far. Dang. Oh my God. No wonder I don't live there then. That's a lot of money that doesn't do much for you. Yes, Teddy Mom says Shane was going to take over 789. Yeah, I think Shane is along for the ride. I think he and Jeff are a great duo. I think about a year ago we talked together about like hearing maybe a little bit of not drama, but tension maybe. Like whenever Jeff suddenly announced to us that Shane was all of a sudden going to quit sleeping at his house and sleeping over, that they were kind of blurring the lines of professional and personal. And, Shane seemed to have heard that for the first time on the radio. So that was kind of awkward, right? But, I think they got over that. And honestly, I'm so happy. Brogan is so cute, y'all. So Shane's roommate, Brogan, goes to a lot of events with them. He goes out of town with them to the Newport. He's gone to the Halloween. He goes to dinners. He was at the VIP Halloween, party, the Universal Studios thing. He does a lot of stuff, but also now he and Shane are dating. So I think that gives Shane a personal life to kind of focus on also, and kind of also gives a little bit of boundaries with him and Jeff, right? So I don't think there's any sleeping over anymore. Shane would rather sleep with his boyfriend, his roommate. Oh my God. Wait, what? Robin says, not only were you mentioned on the after show, but I think Doug or someone mentioned you on Jeff Lewis Live. On Jeff Lewis Live, they did? So on the after show, that caller Holly called in and was talking about, so at Cabaret Me Friday night, I told y'all Monday, I think, or yesterday, about the drama of somebody sitting in our seats at Cabaret Me, and they had to boot them. They go over, they put them in another table, and someone was sitting in their chair. So then the guy, Chris, that's in charge of the venue, said, hey, I need to see your tickets. These girls didn't even have any tickets, so they kicked them out. So whoever else was separate, apparently there was some drama after the show. So when the show ended, my friend and I walked out and we saw the other people. We were waiting for Amy Phillips to come out. So if that caller Holly would have waited around a little bit, Jeff Lewis and all the chumps did come out. I did go up and say hi to Jeff. He gave me another kiss on the cheek, said he loved my shirt. I didn't take any pictures with him that night. The only picture I took with Jeff all weekend was when he and Shane came into the VIP room to take pictures with fans. And obviously I have a fan account, so I gotta get my picture in with me and Jeff Lewis. But I saw him 4-ish times if you count the panel. But I saw him maybe on 3 or 4 different occasions, but I only took that one picture of us in the VIP room at BravoCon. But yeah, so if she would have waited, she would have met Jeff. And I think he was taking pictures with other people. He didn't just come in and out for that. I think he wanted to see Amy. But Jeff likes to make sure that he's not like taking the stage from anyone. And since it was Amy Phillips' live Cabaret Me show, I think he wants to like give all of her fans a chance to wait around. And then he came out to say hi to her. So that was really nice. But yeah, I guess this woman, whatever, was like coming at Jeff, and he had to be like, bitch, back off or something like that. Anyways, so crazy. Oh my God, I love that, Marie. Shane is effortlessly fabulous. Oh my God, I love that so much, for sure. Speaking of fabulous, Ryan Bailey from So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey. I always get that mixed up. His podcast, and he's on YouTube. He's huge. Met him a couple of times again this BravoCon. He is so nice, y'all. He's such a fan. I'm so thrilled for him and Justin Martinell to be on together tomorrow. My only thing, and I say this all the time, when it's like 2 of the same gender, when their voices are somewhat similar, I tend to get them mixed up. So that's my only complaint. But I do feel like they both kind of put in these like one-liners and like funny things. So I love when they're on together. I think it'll be great tomorrow. Yes, Lori, a kiss on the cheek. They do this LA thing. I do not do this. I'm not fancy pants. I'm a hugger or I'm a handshaker. Like, I'm just not into kissing people on the cheek. So I know all the fancy rich people do that, and I guess it's an LA thing, but I get flabbergasted. I'm like, no, I just go in for the hug. But trying to think if I've hugged Jeff. You know, he's really a kisser on the cheek. So I don't know that I've hugged him. I probably have, but I just can't think of it. Anyways, yeah, Lori says I'm a hugger too on TikTok. What questions do you have? I feel like we've got a little bit of time. Oh, like 15 minutes, y'all. We can do a Q&A at the end today. Young, wait, is that your account? Shauna Young. Jeff said he was betrayed. I don't know what y'all see. I'm in the middle of y'all's conversations on social media. We don't know, Sean. Oh, I know what you're saying. Does anyone know what happened between Jeff and Stu this time? Jeff has been pretty vague for a while. I mean, honestly, we finally just got him to admit this week that they're actually broken up. So before it was super vague, right? Did I see Stu at BravoCon? Yes, I saw him there Friday. He was in the VIP room when I was eating my cheeseburger. I saw him at Cabaret show. I saw him walking around BravoCon. Yeah. Can you speak about how you got involved covering Jeff Lewis professionally? User on TikTok says, professionally? I'm not professional. I'm making this shit up as I go. So I was a fan for a couple of months. June 2022, June 2022. I got to go to the season 1 premiere party. I was kind of active in the Facebook groups and stuff, and I had an Instagram account. It was not called Jeff Lewis. My first account name was approved by Jeff. It was called Jeff Lewis Stalker because he always jokes. He hasn't said it for a while, but he always wants a stalker. He's like, I'm famous. I deserve to have a stalker. I haven't had one for years. So I DM'd him and I said, hey, I want to make a fan account, but can I call it Jeff Lewis Stalker? He said, absolutely. I think it's funny. Go for it. So I do keep a pretty hands-off approach with Jeff as being a fan account, and he keeps a pretty hands-off account with me, or hands-off approach. But there's some things that I do run by him. So when I decided to kind of go Instagram Live and tell everyone about being at the launch party, because a lot of you wanted to know, I knew about Instagram Lives I kind of mixed a few things. I kind of combined a little bit of like reality checked with Amy Phillips. So these are my inspirations for this. Doug Buden from his Cook and Kibitz show, teaching me that, you know, you can go Instagram Live, and also a little bit of the recap part from Melissa France and John Jude at Watch What Happened Live, their show. So I kind of combined all those things and went live and just never stopped. So I've been going live on Instagram for 5 or 6 days a week for over a year and a half, since June of 2022. And now I finally got some technology. I had some tech guys help me. I bought a computer. Now I do StreamYard. So now I'm live on 6 different platforms, 5 days a week, and it goes up as a podcast, Jeff Lewis Obsessed. So that's what it is. And then there's a Facebook group. So thank you, user. We appreciate you. What else? Oh, do you think CJ, do you think Jeff could benefit from a mental health break so he can get grounded? What are you calling? Tell me more, CJ. What do you call a mental health break? Do you mean taking time off work? Do you mean like going to a retreat, not talking about certain things? I don't know. I do think, and I'm very honest, and this is why I like that, because Jeff is not the celebrity that is going to give a rat's ass about someone having a fan account about him, right? He's not going to follow me. He's not going to repost me. He's not going to be commenting out the wazoo. He's just not that celebrity. But I love that because it gives me the freedom and the confidence to say my opinions, because I don't have to agree with everything he says. Just like whenever I talk about Kelly Dodd, y'all get your panties in a wad, your G-strings up your ass, and you're like, oh, I don't like Kelly. I don't love everything she says or does either. Okay. But I don't have to. I can still watch her content and enjoy it. I was saying something now, I totally forgot. Is Ryan Bailey shy? Bravo and Stone says. I wouldn't say he's shy. No, I wouldn't say he's shy. You know who I did meet again? I love him. Colt from Gay Man with a Spray Tan. I love him so much. He's really good friends with Annie Sharp, who does my videos, my reels, and my content help, my social media help. and I got to meet him in LA at the Reality Bites brunch, and he's just a doll. I love him. I love the Kardashians. I love how he smiles. He's so bright. He is amazing. So when I saw him at BravoCon, I literally ran up to him. We have a little bit of a straight woman, gay man love affair going on, and I'm so here for it because I love Colt so much. But he's not shy either. Oh, girl. Rose says, did you meet Heather McDonald? Where have you been? Yes, I did. No, I met Heather McDonald as far as taking a picture with her really quickly when she was walking around BravoCon last year. But this year, yes, I did have an occasion apparently to speak with her at the VIP room. Yes. And you can watch Monday's Reality Water Cooler for all of that gossip. And I didn't spill everything. And honestly, I won't be out of respect for our conversation. I think she was not in a situation to have a conversation with me. She probably shouldn't have stopped me and started the conversation, but she did. Her sister Shannon pulled her away at some point, which was probably in Heather's best interest. At this point, Heather has unblocked me and sent me a very short, kind DM. And I responded also, and she responded. So at this point, we're not following each other again. We used to follow each other and have a decent DM relationship. So, I'm a Jeff Lewis fan account. She is very upset with Jeff Lewis. So it doesn't make sense that we follow each other, right? So, but I'm just happy that there's no drama there and all that kind of stuff, right? No, Annie doesn't have anything to do with that. Annie has nothing to do with, she could be, I don't know. Did I meet Jessel? I did not. She says, I wonder if she was really rude to the fans. I don't know, Tracy. I'm not going to mention that girl's name. Told the lie about I don't know. I think everyone wants their little bit of whatever. And when I was told about that girl saying a very different version of me coming up to Brandy and Julie, I know that she is friends with Brandy and Julie because I chatted with her a little bit whenever she interviewed them about the whole being fired and stuff. And then she pulled it and then brought it to her Patreon and all this kind of stuff. So we had a small DM relationship, but I don't even know who she is. I would have never noticed her, but I did see pictures of her having a shirt with her name on it. So, I guess she needed to announce who she was at BravoCon just in case people wanted to come up to her. Anyways, sip, sip. But I don't know why she inserted herself in the conversation and made a Patreon about it and lied and exaggerated because there was absolutely nothing about that. And I will keep all the facts to myself, honestly, unless Heather or Brandy or Julie tell a very different story, which I don't suspect they will at all, because I trust that they know exactly what happened and they have no reason to exaggerate or to lie about what happened. There was nothing about it that was drama. There was nothing about the way I came at it as being disrespectful. I just wanted to clear the air with Brandy and Julie. I could tell from being in the audience of the Juicy Scoop show that I was in that Heather wasn't in a situation to want to chat with me. And so I never tried to come up to her, to be honest with you. But I did feel like I could come up to Brandy and Julie once they walked away from her and were alone at a bar. And that's whenever I asked Julie if I could speak with them. And it went very well. And I still thank them for having that conversation with me. Golden Girl, do you think Gage and Scott... Wait, aren't you the one that hates me on TikTok? You're hilarious. You make the meanest comments. Okay, do you think Gage and Scott will get married soon? Curious about Gage's ring. I have noticed a ring on Gage's finger. When people take pictures, though, sometimes it's reversed. So I cannot tell if this gold ring that looks like a band that somebody has sent me, because, Gage and Scott have me blocked, so I can't look at their stuff. But shout out to the friends that send me their pictures on DM on Instagram. Thank you. Oh, you're hilarious. She shouldn't have talked shit about me. It's not talking shit. She was lying and exaggerating. So anyways, I would never mention the girl's name. Anyways, I have noticed the gold band. I can't tell if it's the right or the left hand. So I don't know what it means, if it means anything. I don't know if they want to get married. I don't know anything about them. I'd be happy for them. I have never been opposed to Scott and Gage dating. Do I think it's weird? Absolutely. But not weird. Yeah, I do think it's weird. Do I understand it? Do I feel like whoever Jeff was dating probably has a lot in common with another person that they were dating? So do I think it makes sense? I mean, yeah, I don't know. Um, Thank y'all. Y'all are amazing. Did I like the hotel? Yes, the link was great. They gave me a great room. I had a living room. I had a big kitchen type area. The bedroom was really big. The bathroom was big. So it was gross. It was great. Um, yeah, I mean, it's odd for two exes to date, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a liar. Yeah, Jennifer Davis Hull. Yeah, definitely not a liar. And y'all have no idea the stuff that's in my brain that I keep to myself. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I could say that would grow my account, but that's just not what I'm about. Like, I'm here to have fun. I'm just a Jeff Lewis fan. I love reality TV. Let everyone else have their drama. You know what I mean? The only way I'm going to give light to drama is if somebody publicly or post lies about me. And then some of that I don't even respond to anymore because I will just let some people just go by the wayside and y'all can figure out for yourselves who's thirsty, who might be needing some attention. You know what I mean? Like that maybe their mom and dad didn't love them enough. And you know what? My mom and dad adored me. Did I buy any merch? I don't think I bought any merch at BravoCon. I'm really cheap, y'all. I don't really buy a lot. I mean, these dang 3-day VIP passes were in all the extras, the add-ons, the flight, the clothes. I mean, it's a lot. Oh, Golden Girl, thank you. Never been mean to you. Only thing I pointed is out you keep posting Monroe. You're right, and I respect that you don't agree with that because of Gage's thoughts, and I respect that. So thank you for not being mean to me. Bean, you're super great. You break things down. I can't listen to Jeff anymore. He's gone too far. And a lot of y'all tell me that that you don't agree with the things that Jeff says. And I totally understand that. I made it clear on Monday or Tuesday show. I wish he would have kept some of that conversation private, his thoughts about things, but he didn't. And that's Jeff Lewis. So, you know what I mean? You don't have to love everything all the time, right? Anyways, you're a good vault. That's a wonderful trait to have. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, the chumps know that they can tell me things and ask me questions that is not going to go anywhere. So, anyways. Oh, Bravo and Stone. Shout out to my girlfriend Angela. He says, "Oh my God, the necklace you wore to the pre-party was fire." That is a Chanel necklace that I will be returning. So, two friends, Isham and Angela, I'll say their real names. I usually say Shmangela and Yesem. Anyways, they loaned me some stuff. Some of it I got a chance to wear, some of it I didn't. But each one of them loaned me two beautiful like statement necklaces. And we're all having brunch together Sunday. So I will be bringing all of that stuff and returning it immediately. So anyways, Jeff is who he is. Love him or hate him, Lori says on TikTok. Facebook user. Jeff has a very, very dry sense of humor, kind of like me. Dry sense. I would say sarcastic more than dry, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Melanie says, I'm going to be honest. Jeff has always said a lot. Surprised when people think he's gone too far. He's always been that way. Absolutely. I mean, Jeff Lewis, that's why I don't want like boring housewives. We want drama. We want some stuff going on. That's kind of what Jeff takes. That's why so many people call into the after show and start crying on Jeff saying, oh my God, you got me through this. My son is sick. My husband, this, you've got me through. A lot of y'all, use Jeff Lewis Live as a distraction from some stress going on in your own lives. And I think that's what we use a lot of reality TV for. We want to watch all that nonsense from other people, right? We don't want to watch our own boring lives. Anyways, well, we are going to wrap it up. Yes, Melanie, I returned jewelry that I'm loaned. You're right. Is above board. Anyways, we're going to wrap it up. I do try to keep this at 45 minutes. The whole replay is up everywhere on my social media. So follow me, subscribe, like, and comment, please. Everything is under Jeff Lewis Obsessed. And in about 10 minutes every day, the podcast goes up everywhere you get your podcast at Jeff Lewis Obsessed. So please give me a 5-star review. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining live. I promise you it's more fun. So tell your boss you've got a meeting. Put your kids down for an early nap. Tell your girlfriend you can't go shopping with them, and make plans every weekday to join me at 12 Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern on whatever your favorite platform is. Bye, Chumpats. Bye, Instagram. Bye, Facebook and YouTube and Twitter.